Hey, what's up, YouTube? How are you doing today? I have not done an update about my coloring in quite some time. I thought this would be a good time to talk about that. So I've kind of run the gamut now between crayons, then to markers, then colored pencils. I'm sort of like back in colored pencils again. And it's so funny. My life has just been so busy, juggling 3 jobs. We've been handling a kind of an ongoing crisis. It's not a health crisis, but some ongoing things that are like had to be put on the front burner in terms of things that I was dealing with and things that we were coping with. So I really did not have a chance to really get into my coloring. And I have like stacks of books that I bought when I first started doing the series, and I'm still working on the fashion one actually, but it's it's still like, it's just so fun for me to just do it. And so I think last time I was on, I was talking about how I bought these color brush markers that I thought were really great, and their colors are really bold, except, I mean, look at how gorgeous, okay? Look at how gorgeous. This is that Usborne fashion coloring book, vintage fashion coloring book, which of course, you know, I love vintage fashions. But once I got into it, then I saw, like, I mean, this gorgeous paisley and this gorgeous, look at how cool the 60s one came out. I could really do some really bold graphic looks. But then, look at what happened. Look at how it bled, okay? And I have really worked to do so that nothing bled and that the colors look really, things look really pure and beautiful, so that anybody could pick up my coloring books and it would be like, look like it was like real illustrations and not look messy. But, you know, okay, so then, you know, I started doing more, I switched back to colored pencils again. And so here are some of the shoes. This is so fun. I bought some colored pencil, and they were just like Walmart colored pencils. But look at how fun, like, especially like that rainbow shoe in the 70s. And I had a lot of fun with this 80s. I can remember, you know, shoes like this, like this pointed one with the flowers on it. And, you know, like, you know, I love some of these styles of these vintage shoes, or the pink Converse, and, you know, just the fun. In the 70s, like the 70s patterns and stuff like that. And so I had a lot of fun with doing those. And, oh, don't forget, if you like this video, don't forget, as always, don't forget to hit thumbs up. Please hit subscribe. You know, don't forget to share this video with friends who might like, you know, comic books, or just like me in general. So, and then look at the shorts. I remember people wearing those little short shorts with the rainbow pockets. And so it's just fun. And then here's 80s. I did not like wear a white t-shirt, but I would wear a black t-shirt with pants like that with the patterns on it, and like with a high ponytail, and look at the little boots. I mean, who would have thought that what I wore in the 80s would be in a vintage fashion book? I mean, that's just so wild to me. Or I would do a bright color. Like, if the flowers were pink, I would do like a pink t-shirt on top and a pattern like pink flowered on the bottom, and then pink socks, and then the lace-up boots. Like, that was what we wore, you know? So, yeah, so I've been having fun with that, and, like, I love these fashions, like, all these different styles, and I would flip it if I knew how. But anyway, I've been, like, having fun with, like, look at how fabulous the green sash, since there was already green sash, I made the little accents, like the same pale shade of green. And, you know, it's just, I don't know, I get a lot of joy from, and also, like, it really, like, even the details on these purses, you know, you know, drawing the details of these handbags and drawing some of these details like this. I actually had, even though that says a 60s psychedelic print, in the 80s they brought that style back. And I had a black purse that had like stripes like that. And sometimes you can still find them right now at thrift stores. This one from the 80s, it's the two-tone. I had that too. You know, my grandmother had some of these Art Deco things from the 30s. My mom had some of these, you know, 70s bags, different, you know. So I still have a little bit more of these handbags. Where is this? These handbag ones and the skirt ones to do. And I may, like, since I'm inspired, I'm talking about it, I may end up doing it tonight. Just to finish it off. Sometimes I'll like binge a Netflix show and put it on and then do it while I'm watching a show, like binging a show. And it also kind of helps keep me awake, because sometimes, you know, when you really want to binge, it's not that the show's boring, but you know, sometimes you're tired, you're oversaturated, you think you're gonna de-stress by watching the TV show, but actually you're so tired that, you know, as much as you want to see it, your body's just exhausted, right? So especially like me, I've been juggling like 3 jobs. So, and right now I'm kind of like in a break from one. So there's kind of like, it has its lulls, and I'm kind of like in a lull right now with one of them. So it's kind of nice. I have a little bit of a break. So that's when I'll binge a show. But sometimes I'm just tired, like mentally tired or physically tired, and it's so easy to fall asleep. Well, what I'll do is, in a case like this, I'll it'll give me something to do while I'm watching TV. Like some people might crochet, some people might like do a crossword puzzle, some people might be doing like a word find or whatever while they're watching the show, right? So I'll be doing the coloring while I'm watching the show, or sometimes like my husband and I might be watching a movie, or you know, different things like that. So it helps like keep your hands busy so that you're able to like, you know, stay awake, you know, because you've got some other thing. And so it's, even though it's a form of multitasking, it's good to de-stress. So anyway, I've been playing around with some false eyelashes on my channel, on my Facebook videos, and trying to like get a little better with some new different looks. So let me know what you think. Even though we don't do until I reach 1,000, I can't do comments here, but you can always reach out on me in my other social media, right? I always put everything below, my link below, and all my various social media. So if you're interested in connecting with me or shopping my Avon website, or if you just want to like, you know, be a part of some of the things that I'm doing on my other social, like I joined TikTok, I'm doing a bunch of stuff there. Sometimes I'm able to post them here, sometimes not. I don't know. There's all these weird, everybody's got a different rule, right? Everybody's got a different rule. Everybody's got a different thing. This can go here, but they can't go there, and blah, 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 blah. You know, all that kind of stuff. So anyway, yeah, so what I found was I had this, I bought this, like a school pencil case from my, colored pencil. The only thing about colored pencils is that they're so soft, and you're always having to sharpen them, and then sometimes when you sharpen them, the point will break off. So, and I've got one of these pencil sharpener things, and I gotta dump out some shavings in there, but I'll go through a phase where I'll sit and sharpen all my pencils. That's another thing I can do when we watch a movie. But I kind of wish that there was something in between. Like if there was something that could be as exact as a colored pencil, and then maybe you might know, okay? If there's something as exact as a colored pencil, but not as overly saturated as a marker, like somewhere in between, but I'm able to get like the small detailing in some of these fashion things, and then you know, like some of these little like polka dots and stuff like that, you know, or some of these little details on these hats. So anyway, you know, connect with me in my other social media. And you know, if you're into that, now I've got a few others. What else do I have? I finished the Celtic one. I completely finished the Celtic one. The Celtic one, it's all, you know, all these Celtic patterns, and that was a lot of fun. Some of these dials. These were all by Usborne. I'm not an Usborne rep, but I did know someone who I bought these from, and all this was this was mostly crayons. Yeah, these were all mostly crayons, and I had a lot of fun with doing some untraditional colors and patterns and things, and yeah, had a lot of fun with that. And just like, you know, kind of like, it didn't have to be all different colors. You could just have different things of the same, kind of in the same color family, you know. But then other things, I did mix them up in, with different colors just to create more, you know, authenticity, or things that might be authentic. But I still have ones that's like, boy, look at this detail here. Victorian patterns. Okay, is that enough to make it go crazy? Is that enough to make it go crazy? Like, look at this. This is with this serpent. You know, look at that. That's pretty wild. Victorian patterns. So this is all, like, boy, extremely intricate here. We've got some extremely intricate things. Look at this screen. Some of this pretty cool stuff. Brocades. Some decor. Some good decor. And then there's Art Nouveau. I already did, and there's Art Deco, and then there's also Art Nouveau. And these are some things that'll be some fun things to color, similar how I did the Celtic. I may do that in the same color family. You can tell these were like the same kind of design layout in terms of like the Celtic book. But this is cool. This has got some more vintage fashion in here for Art Nouveau. And then there's the Art Deco one. Just even this is just stunning to me. Just absolutely stunning. Yeah, so this is Art Deco patterns. Really cute, really cool. I love it. I love it, love it, love it. So what I want to do is, and of course this is actually a copy of an Erte. You know who Erte is? Erte was this designer in the Art Deco era. He basically defined Art Deco. He did a lot of work for early Vogue and Harper's Bazaar, the original Vanity Fair magazine. So yeah, a lot of his work was published for fashion magazines and stuff like that. So anyway, before I get to those, I want to find a better way, like if I can find something, and I may have to go to an art supply store or something. I may have to, or maybe even just if I go to Michael's and just talk to them at Michael's. I don't know, because, you know, sometimes you have people working at Michael's or one of these hobby stores where they may have people who really know what they're into, you know, maybe Joann's Craft, something, you know, a craft hobby store, so that I can find out, like, what's the best way, because I find, you know, the markers bled, and I don't want anything to bleed again, and that was so frustrating. And so anyway, here's my masterpiece right here. And people would see this on our tabletop and be like, "What are you doing, reading Alice in Wonderland?" And I'm like, it's adult coloring. And I would show them, because this is the original, like the original Alice in Wonderland had the tennial drawings, and it's the full Alice in Wonderland book, but it's giant illustrations, and you can color them. This one I bought years ago, and I never colored it, and this was all what I did during the pandemic. I think one of my first coloring videos I showed how I colored it, and I kept the consistency of the characters and stuff like that. So for me, it's sort of like being able to illustrate, like, you know, feeling like an illustrator, you know, and illustrate a book, you know. So I just think it's very cool, and it's fun, and it's de-stressing, and you know, I thought about making a separate channel for this, but of course you can't do that. You can do separate channels if you don't make any money, if you don't have this, you know, this very many viewers, and you can't do that, and you can't do this. Well, more rules. So I'm just trying to have everything that I'm about in here in this one place, and then people can enjoy all of them or be into the ones that they really like, or you know, whether it's the beauty aspect of me or the artist aspects of me, or the, you know, helping people, you know, be more motivated and you know, work on their problems and work on themselves, and kind of like a personal development, self-help, personal development. That's one thing that I've really been interested in the last 10 years. And so, you know, and this is all part of it. You know, to me, beauty builds confidence and helps you, you know, and good confidence can help you in so many areas of your life. And then, you know, having creative outlets helps you de-stress, which also helps you in different parts of your life, right? And then working on yourself in personal growth can also help you with confidence in different parts of your life. So I feel like it's all kind of related in its own way, because even like doing makeup helps me de-stress. It also helps me like focus on something other than like bigger problems. And it also is very entertaining, and I have a lot of fun with it. So anyway, I hope you enjoy my channel. I hope I'm entertaining and entertaining you, and you enjoy my content. And you know, don't forget to hit thumbs up, subscribe, and share. Right? So hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll see you next time. Thanks. Bye.